or for a few people to get on here, and we'll do a real quick update. Yes, I do sleep. Got some good sleep last night. Okay, so the Storm Prediction Center has issued a moderate risk for a tornado outbreak today across mainly Iowa, eastern Nebraska, and then you're going to have tornadoes all the way down to Missouri, eastern Kansas, and all the way down to probably northeast Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas as well. I'm going to focus on Iowa. So today, moderate risk, tornado out. We got a 15% hatch for long track violent tornadoes today. Come out of the southeast Nebraska and the southwest Iowa here in about an hour and a half, about 1:30ish, 2 o'clock. Tornado outbreaks will start. And in other words, that's what's going to happen. Let's jump over here and let's look at the current satellite and let's get it going. So we had MCS overnight last night, went across Iowa. It's gonna be hard to read this. Let me just stop this here because it's hard to look at all these numbers. They're moving and jump around. So if you got a storm, a supercell now, just north of Lincoln. It's past Lincoln now, and the line's trying to back build southward, and it's clearing now from near and south of I-80. About one county south of I-80. That's the line that right here is I-80 on the green line there. And the meso low right now is like just kind of east-southeast or near Lincoln area. And you got this line of cube back building now down here. This area here is heating up into the low 80s now. And very strong tornado air mass now is rapidly developing per the SPC page from Des Moines, scratch that, from Omaha, back over to east of Lincoln, back to northeast Kansas, back to St. Joe, back into south central Iowa, back west of Des Moines. This area right here is going to have explosive tornadic thunderstorms in 1 hour. And the area of like near Omaha, southwest of Omaha, and southeast Omaha, you're going to have explosive tornadic storms, and then they're going to explode and rip northeast across both north and south of I-80, south of Omaha, and to the northeast and east and southeast of Omaha. Expect long track violent tornadoes starting at 1:30. That's 1 hour from now. We got cells we're going to be exploding. I'm getting stuff developing on radar now back to my west, and the clearing line. I'm on I-80 here, just east side of Omaha. We've been socked in with clouds, but we're up to about 70 degrees here, but it's 80, just one county south of me, it's 80 degrees, and an 80-degree thermal ridge, and that warm front is lifting north rapidly now. And you can see we're here on I-80. I'm socked in, but it's clear and it's near 80. It's 80 down here. It's all in the upper 70s to 80s down here, just south of me, one county. And that is surge is coming north with very high tornado air mass. So as this happens, if you're in, go to a different map here. If you're in, we got this severe thunderstorm. It's tornado watch just over the eastern Nebraska, extreme western Iowa right now. You got this severe thunderstorm right now that's basically just to the northeast of Lincoln. That's rapidly moving northeast. No tornadoes or anything yet. And that's to the north of Lincoln. And at this time, you've got some storms back building. There's some damaging winds now starting to form. You can see the wind shear. You go from east-southeast back to strong west winds. This is the front draw line now. Is basically almost on top of Lincoln right now. It's going to punch east. And as it comes east, in this big warm sector off here to the southeast, this whole area here to the east of this storm like this is all a big warm sector, right? This is a huge, big warm sector. So here's the cold front draw line. It's going to rapidly punch east. And you got these south-southeast winds like this right here, and it's 80 degrees. Once these storms start back building back over here, they're going to start tornadoing as a rocket northeast like this into western Iowa and come out of northwest Missouri like this. Over the next hour and a half, this is where the really bad destructive tornadoes are going to form. That's it for right now. We've had all kinds of water flooding. There's extreme flooding north up here. There's all kinds of flood warnings out this morning overnight. That's 6-7 inches of rain either side of I-80, mainly north of I-80. So that's the area to focus on right now. But anyway, a new tornado watch will be coming out here in about another hour or so, and then things are going to ramp up rapidly after that, okay? So basically just the storms are going to be moving very, very fast today. And you've got to, when the warnings come out, you've got to get ready for, some very serious storms, right, and tornadoes today, right? There's going to be some serious tornadoes as the afternoon goes on, and a lot of potential for some really bad stuff. You can see right now this is called violent tornado. The storms are up to the north, and this big clearing now is this tornado mass is rapidly developing across southeast Nebraska. And as it starts back building, this tornado area mass is going to surge northeast in southwest Iowa, up along and south of I-80 corridor. And this is where the violent tornadoes are going to develop. It's like right on the border here, southwest Iowa, over to Des Moines. Des Moines, there's multiple models in the last 2 hours since Des Moines takes a direct hit by a major tornado at 4 p.m. So 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Des Moines area, you got to watch out for long track violent tornadoes coming in across I-80 near Des Moines at 4 to 5 p.m. You got to be on the high guard in Des Moines, and all on the I-80 corridor from Omaha to Des Moines. They're going to have multiple long track tornadoes going across I-80, both north of I-80 and south of I-80, moving northeast at 65 miles an hour. There's going to be very fast, very long, damaging tornadoes, and they're going to be rocketing northeast around 55 to 60, around that range. Because later as we get into mid-afternoon, the jet core comes in and the speeds pick up. So these tornadoes are going to be crossing like 2.5 counties in 1 hour. So they're going to be rocketing. So when the tornado warning comes out, they're going to be moving probably at least a mile a minute, maybe a little bit faster. So yeah, 60 miles an hour, you're going to be moving about a mile a minute. So these tornadoes are going to be moving very fast, very damaging tornadoes. The county I'm in, here east of Omaha, the sheriff came by and asked me what I thought, showed him the map, and I said he's on conference call with other people in the county surrounding areas, and they're preparing for disaster. In these counties along the I-80 corridor, they're preparing now for disaster. They've got a conference call ongoing right now with state agencies as well as local emergency management and fire, and everybody's on high alert along the I-80 corridor. Okay, that's just. I was telling him, what's going on. The kids are in school. The other problem we've got is, or potential problem, is that the schools don't let out here till 3:30. So the tornadoes will be past southwest Iowa by 3:30. It'll be moving into central Iowa by 3:30, probably just west of Des Moines. But you've got to think about the school closings and things like our school letting out and that 3:30 time frame, and whether to hold kids at some of these schools are fortified tornado shelters versus having them out on the street in buses with storms moving at 65 miles an hour. So that is also another big concern is about the school kids in southwest Iowa, since this outbreak starts before school lets out, probably a couple hours before school lets out. So talking to the sheriff about that as well. But this particular county, man, they've got a fortified tornado shelter at the school. And I said, keep these kids at the school. Don't vacate the school, because it's a higher risk of something happening. Once you get on the road, and it's just got all kinds of problems, right? So anyway, and the tornadoes will be passed here. Probably up on the I-80 corridor around 2:30, 3 o'clock. They'll be passing on the I-80 corridor. So anyway, that's a real quick update right now from southwest Iowa, western Iowa here, and just waiting for the next storms. Let's look at radar and see. We got that one big storm up to the north up there, and it's severe. It's in the Fremont area, and it's rocketing northeast, severe thunderstorm warning. No real strong circulation right now, but you can see the wind shift line. But as soon as these things start getting a little bit more surface space, back south here on the southeast Atlantic, got another storm exploding here. Got another storm exploding at Douglas now. So any of these storms that develop out ahead of the line, any of these storms that backbuild on this flanking line like that, these are ones we got to watch for producing violent tornadoes as they're going to start moving rapidly northeast. And you can see there's another cell here. I've got a brand new cell just exploded. There we go. That's actually on the front dry line down here at Beatrice. Got a brand new cell exploding here now. Got another cell exploding here. I've got bubbling cells coming here. So on the radar's lightening up quick now. So these are going to turn into just huge mega supercells in the next hour as they're rocketing northeast. Okay, so this is going to unzipper. And by the way, it's not just attuned to this area. Is you're going to have the storms are going to unzipper. What I mean by unzipper, you're going to have storms back building, kind of approximately like something like this. They come down. The line just kind of this whole line, front draw line is going to break, and then you're going to have storms like this, tornadoes like this, right? Even coming out of northeast Oklahoma across southwest Missouri, Joplin area, Springfield area, northwest Arkansas, you need to watch out because there's tornadoes going to unzipper all the way down here. The tornadoes on the mobs kind of like this. They're just all coming off that draw line, and they're rocking northeast at 55. So Missouri, you're going to have a fair amount of tornadoes as well if you get in that 3 to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock time frame. But when it goes, it's going to go fast and pretty vigorous. So you can see there's a lot of chasers up here on the I-80 corridor, Omaha area. And I'm very concerned now watching these storms coming out of Beatrice here, because remember, this is an extremely tornadic air mass in this area right here. And now the storms are back building, and they're going to move across this air mass and start producing violent tornadoes, right? So that's kind of the update from here. That's my analogy at 12:30 on Monday here, so Tuesday. So anyway, we'll see how this unfolds, okay? Everybody take care, and we'll be just listen to the warnings. It's going to be probably considerable damage day on some of these long track tornadoes. Okay, everybody, that's it. So be good and get ready for the outbreak. If you're living in Iowa, extreme eastern Kansas, Missouri, northwest Arkansas, and extreme eastern Oklahoma. There will be tornadoes today. All right, buddy. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.